I have had some suspicions that perhaps Silksong has. I don't know. Rather than me preambling and making assumptions, Janet, how much time have you played with Silksong so far? As someone that kind of bounced off a Hollow Knight, jumped in on the hype train for Silksong, how is it going for you so far?
I've played 6 hours and 36 minutes of Hollow Knight Silksong. And honestly, at this point in my journey, I've done 3 sessions. Like, that 6 hours is split up across 3 sessions. And you're lucky that you caught me on this session where things are going kind of okay. Because on any given session, I might not really have a lot of favorable things to say. I still do have a...
Oh my god.
I think the game is at I posted this last night on Blue Sky. I think the game is at its best when it's using the environment and the enemy design as a way to have a playful conversation with the player. And granted, Silksong, it plays rough, right? It's not exactly going to be kind to the player in its playfulness, but it's still really amusing and engaging, especially as someone who's played, video games for the last, I don't know, 25, 26 years of my life, which is most of my life. And also who's played a lot of Metroidvanias. And I think the game really sparkles and shines in those moments, times where it's like, ooh, this enemy has spikes that come out that kind of like can push you back. Or, oh, this enemy, flies around, or this enemy burrows underground and pops back up. Or there was a great moment I had last night where I was walking down a hallway because I heard a character singing, which is often how like NPCs will like sing, and you'll know like, oh, there's a friend nearby. But sometimes there's also like a cage nearby that traps you on your way to that friend. And then there's an enemy that's been like, you've been fighting for the last like 3 different rooms. And the immediate panic I had of, oh my God, what do? I don't have a lot of time. And then finding I can break out of that, fighting the enemy, killing the enemy, freeing the little like buddy who's probably like a side quest that's not gonna have a marker for. We'll get to that later. They add the markers way later. Why is that not earlier? I don't know. Why make the game fun immediately? That's something that Metroidvanias have struggled with for many, many years. But I think that stuff is really fun and cool, even though it's also mean and difficult inherently. Like, that's the flavor that they're working with, and I can live with that. I think where I find this game to be the least enjoyable is, funnily enough, when it's in the worst parts of its genre, the worst parts of Metroidvania and the worst parts of Souls, where it's like, okay, you're lost and you're doing a run back. It's like, bro, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't find that interesting. I don't find that engaging. I don't find it to be an interesting way to like push challenge on me. I find that to be an isolating way to like get me from not engaging in the challenge that I'm trying to reach.